Hi, I'm Teacher Tom. Let's talk about subject-verb agreement. The subject is a noun, and the verb is the action in most cases. Okay, so in this example we have the cat. The cat. Is the cat singular or plural? The cat is singular, just one. Eats with an S. So, third person singular, we make the verb with S or ES, depending on the word. The cat eats food. Singular, singular, right? Subject-verb agreement. Singular subject, singular verb. They agree. The cats with an S. The cats, singular or plural? This is plural. The cats. Two or more. 3, 4, 5. Eat. No S. Okay? This is plural, so no S or ES here, or IES. The cats eat. Okay? The cats, plural, eat, plural. Subject-verb agreement. If the subject is singular, the verb is singular. If the subject is plural, the verb is plural. Easy, right? Now, let's talk about some verbs that have S, some verbs that have ES. And some verbs actually change from Y to IES. Okay? Let's look at those. Okay, let's correct these sentences. Paper. Paper is the subject, it's the noun. Paper beat or beats? Beats. Okay, paper is singular, so beats, the verb, third person singular. T S, beats. Paper beats rock. Good. Julie. Julie is the subject. Julie is a noun, a proper noun. Is Julie singular? Yes, it's just Julie. Julie takes. E. There's already an E, so just add S. Julie takes the pizza. Singular, singular. Good. John, singular. Cope. Copes. John copes with stress. Good. Now, listen to the sound. Beats. Takes. Copes. So this S sound is called voiceless. If it ends in a T sound, t, it's voiceless. Beats. T, t, beats. If it ends in a k, hard CK sound, k, k, same thing. Voiceless. Takes. Takes. P also. P sound. Cope. Cope. Copes, 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 voiceless S, okay? T, k, p, voiceless S, okay? Good. Now let's look at some examples that use ES in the third person singular. Okay, let's continue with Singular subject, singular verb, just adding s. But in these examples, the pronunciation is different. Last time it was s, voiceless s. This time it's z, z sound, which is voiced. The cat needs. It sounds like a Z, but it's an S. The cat needs food, voiced Z. D, Z, needs. She, singular, codes. Again, D sound. Even though there's an E here, it's still a D sound. D, codes. She codes the program. He strobes. Just add S. Okay? Third person singular, just add S here because it ends in E. But the sound is a B, 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 strobes. So it's a Z, voiced sound. He strobes the light. His chin sags. His chin sags. G, 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 voiced Z, z, sags. She, singular, see or sees. She sees. E-E. An E-E sound like C. When we add S, it sounds like Z. She sees. Zombies! Let's continue with subject-verb agreement. Singular subject, singular verb. This time, let's look at when to use ES instead of just S. For example, he sh. He wishes. He wishes. sh, add es, and it sounds like as. He wishes. All of these will sound like as. Es sounds like ez. She catch. Ch, she catches. These are all singular, right? Singular subject, third person singular, verb, catches. It, miss, ss. ss, es in the third person singular. It misses. She fix. No, she fixes. If it ends in an X, third person singular, es, as. Okay, so these last two examples already have an E. So we don't add es, we just add s. But it is still an ez sound, as. Idolize. Larry idolizes. Just add s, but it sounds like ez. The team edge. Edge. Edges. Idolizes. Edges. So a z sound or a j sound also ends with the sound ez, as. So sh, es. Ch, es. SS, es. X, es. All of these sound like ez, as. Wishes, catches, misses, fixes, idolizes, edges. Okay? And there's one more that ends in es, and that's a verb that ends in a z. Okay? So, if it is third person singular and it ends in z, we're going to add es. And again, it will make an EZ sound, ez. So, the bee, buzz. If it ends in a Z, ES, buzzes. The bee buzzes. Z, also ES, buzzes. If it ends in Z, buzzes, ES, third person singular. Okay, so let's review. In the third person singular, which verbs end in something that gives us an ES? Here they are. SH, ES, shez, CH, ES, ches, S, ez, Z, ES, ez, and X, ES, ez. For example, he washes the dishes. She watches the movie. Sh, ch. She kisses the baby. S or SS, of course. The bee buzzes. Z or ZZ. This is the end, right? If it ends in these endings. And X, fix. She fixes. He boxes. Okay? So SH, CH, S, Z, or X in the third person singular, we add ES. And it sounds like EZ, 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 ez. There it is. Okay, what about verbs that end in Y? What do we do with the letter Y? Well, it depends. Let's look. He, say. Is this correct? No. He says. Look, it ends in Y, but it ends in a vowel plus Y. In this case, it's very easy. Just add S. He says, and it sounds like a Z again. He says, not he says. He says. She buy? No. She buys. Vowel? Y. She buys. Sounds like a Z. Let's look at this example. The child, not cry, but cries. Cries. But this time, it's not a vowel. It's a consonant. If it is consonant plus Y, we drop the Y. We change the Y to I. And then add ES. The child cries. C-R-I-E-S. Okay? So when it's a consonant plus Y, drop the Y and then add I-E-S. Some teachers will say, change the Y to an I and add ES. This is the same thing. The ninja, not fly, flies. Drop the Y, add I-E-S. In all of these cases, we hear the Z sound. He says, she buys. The child cries. The ninja flies. Yes. So vowel plus Y, just add S. Consonant plus Y, drop the Y, add IES. Easy, right? Okay, you have learned a lot. Of course, you can always go back and review the lesson. Let's review subject-verb agreement, okay? Remember, if it's a singular subject, the noun is singular, the verb is singular. If it's a plural subject, if the noun is plural, the verb is plural. So, the cat eats, singular, singular. The cats, plural, eat, plural. My friend, singular, plays. For example, my friend plays baseball. Singular, singular. My friends, plural. My friends play baseball. Plural, plural. Singular, singular, plural, plural. This is subject-verb agreement. Remember, if the noun is singular, the verb is singular. If the noun is plural, the verb is plural. See? English is easy. Of course, subject-verb agreement also applies to the verb to be. You know this, right? He is, singular. Singular, singular. She is. It is. Plural. They are. Plural, plural. Subject-verb agreement. We, plural. Are, plural. Let's look at an example in a sentence. The bird, singular or plural? The bird is singular. We use is. The bird is hungry. Hungry. Not angry, hungry. The birds, plural. The birds are hungry. Plural, plural. The bird is, the birds are. Okay? In these cases also, of course, we have subject-verb agreement. Let's continue with subject-verb agreement, but let's look at some more advanced examples, okay? So, when we have an expression like most of, the noun or pronoun that follows of is either singular or plural. That determines whether the verb will be singular or plural. Let's use a singular example. Most of the book or the movie. Most of the book is. Most of the book is very good. Most of the movie is very good. Singular, singular. Let's change this to plural. Most of the books are. Most of the books are difficult. Okay? So this doesn't change. Most of stays the same. This is either singular or plural. So this verb must agree. If this is plural, this is plural. If it's singular, it's singular. Let's continue. A lot of what? A lot of my friends, plural, are. A lot of my friends are crazy. Okay, plural, plural. Let's do a singular example. A lot of the material is. A lot of the material is easy. A lot of the material is very easy. Singular, singular. Let's continue. Some of. Some of. Some of my brothers is or are? Are. Some of my brothers are going to school. Some of my brothers are going to school. Let's use a singular example. Your notebook. Some of your notebook is damaged, maybe in water. Some of your notebook, singular, is singular. Okay. Half of, or 1/3 of, or 7/8 of, using a fraction. Half of the class is or are? Singular. Half of the class is learning English. Let's make this plural. Remember, if it ends in S, ES. And what does it sound like? Is, classes. Half of the classes, plural. Are, A-R-E. Half of the classes are. Half of the classes are learning English. Okay? So remember, it depends what comes after of. If it's singular, the verb is singular. If it's plural, the verb is plural. Okay? Let's continue a little bit more. Okay, let's look at none of. None of. Now, in old-fashioned English, it would look like this. None of the girls is. Now, to you or me, that might sound wrong, but technically this is correct, but it's old-fashioned. So if your teacher marks this wrong, well, that's because this is the old-fashioned way. It is correct, but it is old-fashioned. But if you want to be more modern, you're going to use are here, even for writing. None of the girls are. This is what I would use because to me it sounds better and this is more modern. So this is correct too. Actually, both are correct. So it depends on your teacher, which your teacher says is correct or incorrect. But technically, using none of, when this is plural, of course it will be, this is singular or plural, depending on if you want to be more old-fashioned or modern. So let's listen to how this sounds. None of the girls is going on vacation. Actually, that's correct, but maybe it sounds a little odd because we don't usually talk that way. We would probably say, none of the girls are going on vacation. Well, in speaking, it really doesn't matter. Both are correct. Also, in writing, it really doesn't matter because technically, both are correct. One is just more old-fashioned and one is more modern. So, it depends on what your teacher says. It depends on your word processing program. Also, it might depend on what kind of grammar test you are taking. But that is the information I have for you regarding none of. Okay, let's look at the number and a number. The number of cats, plural, is singular. 10, for example. This is correct. The number of cats is 10. This is plural. This is singular. Okay? So for the number, we're going to use plural, singular. What about a number? A number. Sorry, we need the of. A number of cats are hungry. So, a number of cats, plural, are, plural, hungry. A number, plural, plural. the number, plural, singular. Okay? So what comes after of is going to be plural, right? The number of, plural. A number of, plural. In both cases, what comes after of is plural. But the number of cats, plural, is singular. The number, plural, singular. A number, plural, plural. Okay? This is a little advanced, and you have to remember how to do this until it just sounds naturally correct. I am Teacher Tom, and I will see you next time.